Alright, so you want to know how to early grapple. This is probably the trick for any percent at the moment. It saves a ridiculous amount of time. We can do this as soon as we get Varia Suit, but in the current route we like to wait until right after we defeat Kraid because we head this direction afterwards anyway. The first thing you need to learn how to do is a slide jump. So that's where you slide through a hole like that and then hop up right at the last second. I like to use Samus's left hand as a reference, so as soon as her left hand hits the corner here, that's where I hit B. And doing that lets you get into spaces that you wouldn't be able to get into otherwise. Get good at these in this room here before heading on to the next one, because there is not much room for error in this room here. So this is the big bastard of a room. You're gonna do a slide jump through this hole, and then you're gonna maneuver yourself back to hit this wall, and then you're gonna hit a wall kick off of that wall into that morph tube up in the top right. That sounds a lot harder than it is. It's honestly not that difficult. The one thing you need to watch out for is after your slide jump, you might be a bit too high up this wall to hit a good wall kick. So I like to let myself fall down until I'm in this black area here, and once I'm there, I wall kick, and it's pretty easy to get that 100% of the time. Like so. Like that. It's honestly not as hard as it looks. I got this maybe on my second attempt, and if you do fail, by now you should have enough health to go back down and to the left and jump back up, and you should get 2 or 3 attempts at it. This is the one people seem to struggle with, though. So there is a method you can use to damage boost off of this little guy, but I hate that method, and I think it sucks. So I'm going to teach you the slide jump way to do it. This slide jump works slightly differently. The timing is a little bit more off. You need to wait until Samus is actually falling down before hitting B again. Like that. It doesn't make much sense. I don't know what the physics of it is, but if you just learn the rhythm, you can do it pretty consistently 100% of the time, and it's much easier than relying on this dude for a damage boost. If you want to practice it, it's pretty easy to just jump back up like that and get back here, and if you screw it up and Samus doesn't do the second jump in mid-air, it's pretty easy to do the same. So this one is actually less dangerous than the one on the other side of the room to practice, because you are at much lower risk of falling into the lava. So yeah, that's a good example of if Samus doesn't jump, you can just slide off that wall there and jump back up and have another attempt. Alright, sometimes it doesn't work so well. If you've made it that far, the good news is that the difficult bit is behind you, and from there, it is pretty much just a straight line from that room until Grapple. You come down here, through here, rocket through there, and there it is. You've got your early Grapple beam, and you've just skipped like half the game's platforming puzzles and all that. So, good luck, and have a good one.